Whoa, what's good with the YouTube and YouTube Buzz? It's your boy Triple Cup Chuck, and I'm up. And welcome to Up with a Cup in the Morning with Chuck, where I'm not responsible for the truth that you may or may not hear. This is Synergy. Hey, it's been a minute, so I know it's gonna take a minute for people to start filtering in and all that stuff. So, but at the same time, for all of my people that don't watch it live, but they come back and they rewatch it and they have it, I still be wanting to give them that flair, that finesse, just that driver say, oh yeah, Triple Cup Chuck, he's still in there with me. That's Triple Cup Chuck. He ain't gonna sit there and leave hanging because I'd have seen YouTubers, right? When you first jump in, you know what they do? They sit there and they push you wait for about 30 minutes, maybe an hour sometime, and you just got to sit there and wait for them to start, and then they never start, and then you sit there and wait. Like you have something that you want to say, but you can't say it because they never came yet, and you talking to the people in the chat, and they depending on the community, they just communicate back and forth while they sit there and drink their cup of coffee. That's VIP treatment. Me, I don't do VIP. I'm hopping right there in there with you. So we diving at the beginning. So we waiting on the people to filter in because it have been a minute since I did this. Yeah, y'all know I've been doing my DIY and XYZs. you know how I do. It's a whole bunch of stuff that be going on that I just can't, I can't control no situations, right? Like we just got over a hurricane. Yeah, we just got over a hurricane, right? And the hurricane, like, was real windy, blowing stuff around, and it had a lot of things and a lot of people having that had to leave out the city because they had of a risk of this getting blown down, and we going through the coronavirus. So it's a lot of things that kind of slowed people up and slowed up progress, but progress still gonna continue on. Well, let me go ahead and put this tweet here on Twitter. Y'all know how I do. Ghetto country and all types of other stuff that let me see, posts. Okay, that's me adding the video. Hey, if y'all see it on Twitter, man, go ahead and share it out there so people can know that who they coming to rock out with. That we're gonna be talking about some things that most people don't want to bring to the light. Yes, and that's why China is limiting their children. Oh, well, first of all, excuse me. For the people that don't know the situation that's going on, thank y'all for coming and rocking out with us. Let the first 3 minutes go by. But this is the situation. China is limiting their kids to how much time they can play video games. It's 1 hour a day, preferably around 8 to 9 or 9 to 10. It depends however they time working, right? So there's 1 hour a day, and then on the weekends, and that Saturday and Sunday is 2 hours a day. So they only be able to play games for only a very fraction amount of times that back in the States play. And most kids, I say 4 hours a day, right? That's what I would say. But why is China trying to pull back? And they one of the lead producers of the video game industry, and not just the video game industry. They apply this to TikTok, and that is an app that they created themselves. But they willing to let us, or you, or just me, sit there and scroll through TikTok all day long, scroll through TikTok all night long, scroll through TikTok while I'm eating, while I'm shitting. If you ain't on TikTok, they trying to pull you on TikTok. But when it comes to their own people, they limited. You can only get on TikTok for 1 hour a day. Now, they've been strict on like a lot of these bans from what I was saying, like with the mobile games and how they say, oh, you got to register to let them know that who you are. They do all types of stuff where you got to scan yourself in, do this, do all that to make sure that you are not underage gaming, right? So if you are underage and you're trying to game after a certain time, they have restrictions that the parents don't have to enforce. There's already in place that the child is going to be immediately ejected out of the game and floated into outer space into La sleep land, because they want the children to sleep at night, wake up in the morning, right? They want the children to be active. They want the children to be motivated. If you notice, like people like I think Succotash or Sucker Bear, whatever his name, the rich dude that made Facebook, and Elon, I don't know about Elon Musk, but because he a little bit everywhere. You know, Elon Musk is the type of person, when I see him, he don't do VIP. He just is VIP. You get what I'm saying? So whatever he doing, he just doing it, right? If you here, you there with him because he don't care. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he did that episode of Rick and Morty, and they did Elon Tux, and they had to do with the tux on there, like, and it actually was fun factor. If you watch Rick and Morty, don't know. If you do, man, come rock out with your boy. You know what I'm saying? San Squan South. But one thing about it is he was the actual the voice, right? The voice on Rick and Morty that played himself playing Elon Tusk in the alternate universe. So that was a cool thing to say you could jab at him and take some jabs yourself, right? So that was a cool thing that I was able to find out about Elon Musk, that he, you know what I'm saying, he actually is down to earth person when it comes down to things like that. But the whole situation with China, I'm still concerned, even on myself. Like, I'm a gamer. I like the game. I play Madden. I'm thinking about that 2K, but you know, so I went and grabbed a Madden instead. But they have a lot of other games like the Avengers, right? I'd be looking for other people that they want to join and hop in, and we could play the game together. You know, it's a fun community because I like to just be immersed into the community. I'm not here for all the BS and this person did this person ain't no game of this. But if you know, jab talking, having fun, like, oh yeah, I'm a this person, I like this. I like that, but I don't like this. I'm not a person to say, nan and the boo boo, we got this game on our console and y'all don't. I'd be like, damn, I wish there was on y'all console so y'all could be able to experience the same experience that I'm experiencing, but y'all not. And then if y'all want to joke about it, we can have some fun. But I don't take it personal, but I do like to have fun and respect opinions and give opinions, because you know what I'm saying, it's synergy, right? So I got to respect your opinion. If it's something different, it may not be right to me. And what am I to say if you're one of those people, right? But me, Xbox gaming, always been. But right now, Sony is burning up when it comes to like the Spider-Man, Miles Morales, now the Wolverine video game. I was like, hold up, Xbox. I know y'all not gonna let Sony capitalize on all of those Marvel superhero characters and not cut y'all in, or y'all make a deal with Marvel yourselves. And I'm seeing how the industry is shifting and moving. And if you notice, Sony is what I think, yeah, Sony Japan, and their corporation is solely dependent on like two divisions. And one of them is the video game division, and the other division is not the division, it's just the Spider-Man caught in a movie division, right? Anything that's Marvel, Sony, and if you could take that and they capitalize on that, that's their only lifeline. So they're using all their resources to push for it. And I must say, you know, the Spider-Man game is not bad. I'm not the person that's talking about the Spider-Man game like how everybody else was talking about it. I'm just more pro. What can they bring to the table, right? So this just a little side note before we get back to the China thing. The side note is, right, you got Xbox, right? They don't have nothing in Terminus known as directly comic book related that says Xbox. All right, Batman. When you think about Batman, it was Sony. Spider-Man, you think about Spider-Man as in Sony, right? When it comes to like the video game division. So what I was thinking, if Xbox could take characters, they don't have to be the A-list characters like that. Because think about it, they have some characters that would stand, right? Like what I say, like Captain America before they came out to the Avengers game. I'm like, hey, if they put together an Xbox do their own Captain America game, it would make sense that, you know, saying you bring a game like that for the Xbox community and make it as immersed as you did like the Spider-Man game, what, you know, they did for Spider-Man. Give us a angle like that. But for me personally, when I see the Xbox, right, it's always been known as a dude brush shooter box. If they're gonna have their own Marvel game, my campaign to say, if y'all want to have a Sony have the Spider-Man, the best fit for the Xbox. And you can, and community, if you agree with me, let me know, because or let me know what you think about this one, right? Check this out. If you're in the Xbox community and you're looking forward to Xbox bringing us a superhero game, because Phil Spencer said that he was gonna make it up when it came to the I'm not about to say fight name, when it came to Street Fighter, and he was gonna make it up to us with the fighting genre, and he said that now he have another opportunity when it comes to what's the hottest thing right now, and that's the Marvel and the DC, right? And it's comic books. It ain't just Marvel and DC. I mean, I stand corrected. They have a lot of other ones out there. Name some of your some of your favorites that's excluding Marvel or DC. You have a lot of different comic book lines that bring out a lot of different mind-blowing movies. But I digress about that. But just keep in mind, right? Who can we bring that could stand and make and for like Xbox when you could like, okay, for example, Halo, right? Boom, Halo, Xbox, right? Gears of War, boom, Xbox. You understand and you see how to do, bro, and what would be the perfect fit that'll fit in this category. And I would have to say, you ready for the drum roll or the cup drinking? Frank Castle, the Punisher, should be Xbox exclusive Marvel character. I would lock him down on the Avengers game. I would lock the Punisher down on an exclusive game. It could be a third-person shooter, first-person shooter. It could be Frank Castle RPG. It don't matter. If they lock down a Punisher IP, game over, right? Y'all can have Spider-Man. We coming with, saying, the Punisher and aura rating. Do a Punisher, keep it all rating, hold no punches, right? This is the only way that could combat that. Marvel is getting Spider-Man and not Marvel, Sony is getting Spider-Man and Sony is getting a Wolverine game, right? Even if you give us a X-Men game, my favorite character, Gambit. So I'm gonna exclude him from a solo game. If you had to pull an X-Men, do somebody different. Do somebody like Nightcrawler, right? Or who else? Or do something like the Flash and give it like the Quantum Break feel, right? Y'all can get Quantum Break, the Remedy that made Quantum Break and sponsor a Flash game that plays just like Quantum Break play, but you have the Flash abilities and y'all expand on the story and don't make it no 8-hour story. Give us something more to do because gamers game more than just that one. On the Xbox, I'm 80% multiplayer, on 20% solo story driven. So I could take a little story, but give me more of a multiplayer aspect or something that can make the game have longer legs than 1 or 2 days and I'm done with it. Because I ain't gonna play that same game doing the same thing for too long. Don't get me wrong. If it's a good game, it's a good game. But I read a good game that's kind of short, but at the same time, when you want to bring a Flash game, give me something that's long. Give me something that's gonna give me my money's worth for effort of, let's say, competing with something that you could sit right there next to the Spider-Man game. See the Flash, that'll be the next one. It'll be either the Flash, like I said, get Remedy to make the Flash, or Remedy to make Flash, or get a Punisher game and get the people that make Halo to make that. That's what Microsoft want to do. If Phil Spencer want to make it up to the Xbox community about Street Fighter, and we don't have no comic book games of our own, and how Sony have the Spider-Man PS4 and now Wolverine, if you want to make it up to us, get the people that make 343 or get the people that make Gears of War and make us a Punisher game. If it's not the Punisher, get Remedy that made Quantum Break and make us a Flash game if y'all want to go DC. That's what my thoughts is about that. Anyway, I should digress and go and get back talking about what I think about with China and they banning video games after a certain hour, after a certain time period, to make sure that it don't lead their kids to an addiction, right? With me, I know it's an addiction because once you, like, people go to the casino, right? You go to the casino and they might be on a nickel and dime machine, but they go ding 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 all day long. Whether the bell ringing, and all of a sudden they start needing that sound, needing that feel, needing that vibe, needing that rush, that thrill. Same thing the video game industry do. They give you that care. Okay, one up to say, build up your gear, go to max level, power level, top to cap level. Then you got your exotics, then you got your exclusive, then you got this, then you got your chests, you got all this here, bing, 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 bing. So yes, it does give you that same feeling. Me personally, I like it too, but mine is more driven on, like, if me and you and I'm overcoming the odds and I'm using my brain to try to figure out how to overcome it. I don't like that easy shit. If it's something easy that I can easily think of and do it, it don't make no sense because I'm not using my brain. I'm not thinking. I'm not being creative, or I'm not overcoming. It just feel like me, for a video game, I got to have some type of challenge in my brain, more or less, than somebody just would sitting there and just say, I could clean the board. I could pay an extra $20 and get a cheat code while I'm invincible, so I can't be killed. So I don't have to worry about I'm playing a horror survival game and dying. And the whole thrill of it is being afraid that you are vulnerable. That's the whole purpose of the game, the vibe that it gives. But some people are not artists, so they don't get what real art is. And by me saying, by they don't get what real art is, me personally, I am an artist, right? I'm working on me a comic book, right? It's more like fan art. And what I'm gonna try to do is give it to the people as much as I possibly can and be able to, let y'all know how my progress is coming along, so y'all will understand where I'm coming from and where I'm going, and y'all can see if y'all are interested in seeing where it's to come, because it's been a long, drawn out episode of events that this book what I got going on, because I did this little segment called Fail Safe. I haven't seen nobody on YouTube right now can even compete with that, because they have a lot of people on YouTube. The stuff that I do, I hear them pinching off of it, but it's cool. But sometimes, hey, just give your boy a shout out sometime or holler at me. Why I was up Triple Cup. I ain't holding no grudge about nothing like that. Whatever y'all think it might be, that ain't my forte. Yeah, mine is on that up all the way, top tip top. Getting back to my usual, right? That's what I'm gonna name my. And for the people, if y'all know that when I do DIY stuff, like I give y'all little hints and tips, stuff that I don't know, it just be stuff. And a lot of people, saying they rock with it. So that's why I do it, because I don't do this for me. I do this for we, all of us. That's why I stay with Bone. He was saying Mr. 100. We was going on some up stuff, right? So we all the way was in here when I was talking to Bone about what we trying to do, get into this YouTube. I'm trying to just it's something I like, right? And while if it's something that you like, wouldn't you want to be a part of it? Wouldn't you want to do it? Wouldn't you want to be on some up? Would you that's enjoyment, instead of feeling like you have to do this. Man, you got to get up, dragging out the bed. I like to hop out the bed and be like, yes, let's go. Let's get it to, man, everybody, man. Hey, this is going to be such and such. Man, y'all want to be involved in this? Y'all want to check this out? Hey, shout out to this person. Shout out to that person. Man, what's good? What's happening with this person? Man, what's been happening with this person? And those are type things is what I like. You hear me? Yeah. And I don't mind people be saying this or that, or they disagree with what you say, and I'm not to be always right. I have my opinion, and that's just what my opinion is. And sometimes I just like to say, hey, this is my opinion. You might not like my opinion, but I still rock with you. We can have separate opinions about certain things. Like right now, I give y'all what I had to wait about 15 minutes plus for people to, saying they've been rocking, that's gonna stay right here with us, that's gonna know what's going on about how I feel about that. It just put me on how I feel about China is limiting, saying they game us from being able to game to 1 hour a day on the weekdays and 2 hours on the weekend, right? And only a certain time frame that they're able to game on. That's the time frame that they have. Now, from me knowing that and me wondering if and social media, right? And by they being the creators of it, like same thing when we was talking earlier about Facebook and all this other stuff, and these extra blessed people at the moment of, what I mean by blessed, but has less worries about the simpler things, that they gonna fall into that category, right? We not. Hold on. I get, what I'm saying? And what I mean by they gonna fall into that category and we not is because the people with money don't let their kids be on social media. The people that make the social media don't let their kids be on there, or they limit their kids to an amount, and they have restrictions and ways of enforcing it and being able to do it. Some people not so much, but there are ones that does. And the people that make these technological advances, they specifically sit out the time to make sure, because they know what it's going to do and what it's doing. So with that being said, China is the creator of Yang TikTok. I'm gonna cut that joke. Yang TikTok, and they pushing it, right? Pushing against Trump. Trump like ban TikTok, blah blah blah, this and that. And all of a sudden, after Trump gone, Biden in office, TikTok is limited in China to 1 hour a day on the weekdays and 2 hours on the weekend. for minors, and it got facial recognitions. So that only brought me to the conclusion of a higher alert of, okay, what is the actual intent, right? I know that that you don't want your kids to be stuck like this here, but why it have to be so forceful? As in they instructing laws against this unless it's very addictive. I'm a gamer and here to say it's very addictive. You have to acknowledge that and be able to just do other stuff. I look at gaming as a way to escape and unwind and come back to what I'm doing. I don't want what I'm doing and is 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 gaming and got to go do some stuff to come back to my gaming. I want gaming to be my release. I don't want it to be that stress, right? It's supposed to be a relief. So I don't want to play to be stressed, but I like to play to achieve and you know what I'm saying, and come to the next level. So I am a gamer that like to game with people like y'all. But I just don't want none of that toxic stuff. It's like it's a thin line. It's kind of hard to really explain, but it is a toxic part where I was an Xbox gamers and I heard other Xbox gamers talking about PlayStation, and it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Even though I'm looking at it as in, oh, this fun and games, but they really was waiting on Sony downfall just to see a person not to be able to play a game. I'm like it really was an excitement rush for them, and for me, it was like, oh, I'm not that happy about the fact of this another person not gonna be able to experience this game. It just don't it don't thrill me like that. What thrills me more is y'all could better if this is a good game, I like it. If it's not for me, it still might be a good game. I would say, hey, this is not my type of game. It's not for me. I'm not gonna just sit there and say, oh, this game ain't da 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 da. But I'd have seen games that be like, oh, this game it just don't look good. Not my type of game. But if you are this type of gamer, that could be for you. I have nothing against that. But if you are this type of gamer, I don't think you're gonna rock with this. And I try to draw my line like that, so you know who I am and what I'm doing and where I'm going and how I am going. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and do some rocking out, and I'm glad y'all come in here with me. It's been a minute since I did this, right? So what we need to do as YouTubers is to start promoting each other and doing stuff with each other and just shooting out other people's channels and seeing how other people is doing things so we could put more stuff out there for people to check out, right? And I was saying, okay, Triple Cup Chuck, what can I do? And I thought about it. What could I do? And that is why I'm going live, right? While I'm going live, I'm gonna share my screen, go to YouTube channels, right? And then when I go to YouTube channels, I'm gonna send them to send who watching to the channels while I'm watching the channels. And it's kind of I'm doing that on the fly the title. So we're gonna get it together. We're gonna get it together. Do you remember this is my first day back? But okay, so I'm gonna come here and let me see subscription. How to pull this up bigger? Nope, it's not working like that. Okay, I could just have to do it like this. This is what I'm gonna have to do for y'all, right? So it's just my first time back, so it's not moving as smooth as I would like it to. But in that case of a scenario, well, I could just touch. I'm tripping. Here you go. This is what I'm gonna do right here. Right. Let me find somebody in here. And it's still not working right. Yo, appreciate the matter of fact, let's do some of this right quick. Since it's we up on some stuff right quick, let's go to DC and then see what's on DC, and then we're gonna go to Marvel and see what's on Marvel. All right, That'll give me time to do this here. So let's see. It's been a minute since I did that. So okay, share. Look at here. Yeah, share screen. And okay, this, that, and bam. There it is. There it is. All right, now we in here, right? So look, while we're looking and seeing what DC got, let's go to let's go to videos and see what we want to bring up and chop up. Okay, there you go. Just making sure we was right. Just making sure we was right. Oh, y'all want to do a live reaction? Yeah, let's do live reaction. You bet your preview.
A crack splits the sky above Gotham City.
Okay.
The Dark Knight is transported to an unfamiliar world with no memory, forced to fight an infinite loop of battles with strange new foes where all is chaos.
Multiverse.
Can the Dark Knight escape this mysterious island and uncover the shocking truth? Find out what happens next in Batman Fortnite Zero Point, a hardcover graphic novel.
Boo! I'm not a Fortnite fan. They got me with that one. They're like Batman. Batman Fortnite. Yeah, keep that. Yeah, and keep the Batman Fortnite. I just seen the official trailer. Let me see. Injustice official trailer. Y'all want to see that one? Let's see what Marvel got going on. Since DC ain't making no noise right now, let's see what Marvel got going on. Hey, and shout out to Sega Man and Bound Mr. 100. You know what I'm saying? Cool dude. Hey, I had seen that podcast the other day. It was him. It was Sega Man, E-Rock. Oh yeah, Tuck Master, right? They had a little joke they had going on with Tuck Master that he was like he probably was eating the man, y'all better say it was on the introduction, and then E-Rock was like, yeah, he must have been eating a box of chitlins, and then Tuck Master came in tomorrow. Yeah, I heard all that. Get out, y'all. I ain't eating no box of chitlins. I was like, man, they had me rolling. I mean, rolling. E-Rock and Tuck Master, the original Pony Killer. Oh man, I was going in. They do something serious. They got some video about who is the next Marvel big team up video. Oh man, y'all if y'all watch What If, that last Thor episode, I don't know if you do it down, but I ain't gonna spoil it because to me it wasn't that good. It was okay, but it just wasn't that good. Let me see if I could go to. Y'all got to see it because I'm saying it, but I ain't saying it right. So I'm going to find him, and he in here somewhere. Where is you? Y'all don't see. Where is the boy? He in here. It must have went up this way here. If you don't know who channel I'm looking for, it's E-Rock. So y'all got to hear what he had said, what they had did. I need to probably go up further. I don't see it. E-Rock, where you at? Yeah, he wanna. Here you go, right here. Right, boom. So I'm gonna show you. I know the video. I'm gonna show y'all the video. It's right here, right? So y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. Dude, they is crazy. I'm gonna rewind just a tad.
But either way,
shout out to E-Rock, Sega Man. Y'all go check them out. That's on E-Rock channel. I don't know the exact date and time too much. I just go in and check it out when it's probably out here a week ago. September 26th. Why you ain't playing? I must have did that when I did that, huh? Sorry, I apologize for the inconvenience, the time barrier that's going on, but I'm waiting for him to go ahead and move on. Oh, there you go. Y'all ready for the play button? Now, this was classic, right? Go check out, I ain't gonna play the whole video. Go check them out.
And in the room with us, first of all, Unlimited Production 1 has the night off. He needed the night off, so we gave him the night off. And Tuck is missing in action. We don't know where he is, man. He probably, fell asleep in a bucket of gizzards. So ain't gonna where this nigga at. We're gonna let him have it when he do show up. We're gonna be merciless to him, you know what I mean? But I got my number one with the gun in the room, Sega Man 101. Sega Man 101, always good to be here with you, man. Let everybody know who you are and where they can find you.
They can find Sega Man.
Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Sega Man, back with another great Exile podcast with the Exile Brothers, with Hebot and myself and E-Rock Man. You can always find me on my YouTube channel at Sega Man 101. You can catch me on Saturdays on my podcast called the Xbox Alpha Podcast, where I'll rock out with my brothers on the podcast on Saturdays. And, we're going to have a great show tonight, man. And I'm glad everybody can join us, man. And we're going to get on with these topics here, man. We're going to have a good show. Let's go.
All right, Sega Man. All right, I love the energy.
That's Sega Man.
He decided to show up. DGX Tuckmaster. Tuck. Let everybody know who you are and let everybody know where they can find you.
Let me tell you right now. First of all, let me tell you right now, I can't stand none of y'all. Okay, let's get this straight. But because y'all don't even announce my name at first at all. Okay, I was in here earlier. You didn't even have the doggone thing on yet. And I know you see me, but either way it go, I owe your ass one, E-Rock. Talking about my chitlins and all that stuff. So, but anyway, this is your boy Tuckmaster, DJ Tuckmaster, the original motherfucking pony killer. Cannot stand the ponies at all.
Hey, shout out to him, man. Y'all go check out E-Rock. You know what I'm saying? They have some entertaining stuff. But yeah, I said chitlins, but they was talking about some gizzards and liver and stuff like that. I don't eat none of that. I'm lying. I haven't ate it in a while. But I know chitlins, I don't eat it no more. Taste like rubber bands. You ever had some rubber bands? That's what chitlins taste like. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. You know what I'm saying? Let's give my next shout out to my big homie E-Bot. When y'all see E-Bot, y'all just know that this dude here, he knows his facts and his history. He bring it to you and everything.
This is actually a video of me trying to kind of call out Xbox, but at the same time more of a criticism for their lack of communication and transparency for one of the best features that they have to offer on their console that they kind of basically have put to the wayside. And many people keep asking, but they're not being communicative enough,
right,
and giving us enough information that it's becoming a red flag, where it's becoming worrisome and where it's becoming where it looks like they're either holding something back from us or maybe possibly lying or not, or trying to keep us distracted because they no longer want or will.
I don't want to spoil his statement, so I just want to say, hey, this Hebot dude know his stuff, man. Go rock out with the homie. You know what I'm saying? Me and Hebot, it's long overdue. We need to go ahead and link back up. I might come back and holler at Hebot. We need to do some things together. But with that one, you know what I'm saying? I gotta I don't want to say his new name, but y'all gotta go check. I got one more I want to do right quick. I'm gonna skip in the middle somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Outrageous dude right here. Outrageous dude. But He said he finna change his Fonsueya, his entire. So you about to get a whole another person. So I'm just gonna skip somewhere in the middle of the podcast that they did, right? And Jacking for Topics. That's what it was. It's Jacking for Topics where I give shout outs. That's what I call it. See, it's been a minute since I did this, right? So Jacking for Topics, I give shout outs. I go to everybody I rock with that I want y'all to go check out and support people I listen to, so y'all know a little bit more about me on these gaming streets that like Bone like to call it. He coming out with a new Fonsueya, so y'all got to go check him out. But this Mr. 100, not the Mr. He said not no more. So with that being said, let's see what they got going on their podcast on Xbox Has No Games. And if you don't mind, I do PlayStation and people that do about Marvel comic books and basically any other thing when it come to Jacking for Topics. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue this here.
I don't know. I can't remember that game that well. I just remember you had to fight them two motherfuckers.
What game you talking about, Live?
Well, the thing with it is, what they're doing, they're going off the original Norse mythology. That's why they're going off the original Norse mythology. The original Norse mythology, he actually had the original Norse mythology. He actually had brothers and stuff like that. So you know,
but y'all, if y'all saw
Greek mythology, but the original, the real Norse mythology, gods and stuff like that. Yeah.
Oh, they talking about God of War. Okay, I just had to kind of catch up with the conversation.
None of that shit.
Y'all ask y'all a question. Why his son bring up his past?
So
why?
You if you look at the what they showed, right? Why his son brings up his past? It's his past. He brings that up.
Well, I mean, the son wasn't. He was just asking. From what I know,
he's talking about. I'm talking about of Kratos. It's like you.
Hey, this is the homie Bone. I'm gonna come right back to this conversation, but I just want to show y'all right quick exactly what I'm talking about. So when I was saying this is a callback, right? I'm going to do exactly what when I was telling y'all about how people have the stream started and people will come inside their stream, and then while you come inside the stream, you'll sit there and be waiting while they got people up in here waiting to go live. If it'll ever come in. You know what I'm talking about? This right here. That's the Robert Storm. Y'all later. But anyway though, he got some good information. He got some good things that he have on. That's rocking with him, right? But for me, yeah, I don't care for the whole thing of when you when you have like people just sitting there waiting and you just have them there for 30 minutes waiting just so you can fill up the chat with a whole bunch of people talking with empty space. So then after your live, people that come in to watch it, you got a whole 30-minute gap of nothing, right? That's not fair to the people that don't catch it live. That's how I kind of feel about you should still be at the beginning, coming in, talking about the things that you need to talk about and bringing the things that you need to bring. And with that, let me get back on to Flip Bone.
You talking about in the trailer? You talking about the trailer?
Your son brings up his past, like you was that dude.
Yeah. Well, because he didn't know. Well, because he didn't know who his dad was.
Yeah, Flip something serious
at first. It seemed like
who I am.
Kratos was an absentee father. So his wife died, and then he basically had to be a full-time dad.
He killed his wife and everybody.
So you know what I mean.
Kratos
should have hit the what's gun.
People got
in there.
This is what I don't understand. I'm gonna ask everybody this. Why people got so much for Kratos? And Kratos is a foul bastard. Killed his wife, kids. He did all this crazy retarded shit. Why?
Yeah, no, it was a
spell. Because I ain't a fan of God of War like that.
Yeah,
like
did that
he is a God of War. He killed his family.
I thought it was cool, but I ain't no fan of God of War like that. Like it's not a game that would sell me on the PS5. I mean, it looks better. I guess it looks better, but I didn't like the first one like that. I thought it was cool, but I wasn't like, oh my God, this game's amazing. I was like, oh, it's like Devil May Cry. All right, get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Devil May Cry.
Over the top hack and slash.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's what it has.
Michael Bay hack and slash video game.
Yeah, it's just instead of like,
I don't call Michael Bay hack and slash like Asura's Wrath. That's what I really call Michael Bay.
Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry is more like a Michael Bay. Like game. God of War is a bit more toned down as far as
Asura's Wrath.
I don't know about that. No, because he was doing some crazy shit in that game. The shit he was doing. How you smashed the chick and shit. How you had to level him up, smashing the bra and all that other stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's wild shit.
The shit that he was doing, how he was killing the guys and all that shit, yeah, that was Michael Bay. How he was killing them and fucking them all up, going up the line.
He was a demigod. He was a demigod.
Sure, right. It was an enemy.
I'm gonna skip ahead again because I don't want to go too much into their convo. Y'all gotta ask.
Earlier, remember we were talking about how what they're doing.
Yeah, because y'all gotta ask to go watch their podcast if y'all want to get into the depth and the details. I don't want to do that much, but since it's bound and we rock out, I'm just kind of giving y'all a little a good pre-example of what goes on and some of the people I rock with podcast for y'all to go check out. You know, this for me, Jack for topics. That one I'm gonna kind of bypass about the demigod and the God situation for the moment because that's a whole topic by itself that need more attention.
Sony's the only one that's really trying to make profit of the remasters, not Microsoft. Microsoft would do remasters to see how well it would sell. If it does good, then it would make whatever part it is. If it's part 2, part 3, part 4, they will make it if it's so good by remastering that. How we were saying that what they should have had did with Shenmue. That's what they should have did with Shenmue. It should have been a remaster. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To see how it will receive to the audience before they proceed to do part 3, because part 3 it sucked. It is what it is. The sell was horrible because Sony wanted that damn game just for them to sell and thought it was going to do something. I guess they was trying to tell people, yes, we are the king of one and done game. So you never weighed in on that shit about how you feel about that.
Well, I mean,
I'm not a fan of one and done games, but anyway, let's go one more minute.
But
See what they got going on.
Flip, man, you gotta get into these
before I get arrested
man.
for jacking they
They're out
top.
here in these spaces.
I'm talking about a GoBots again.
They having these therapy sessions, Flip.
And it be like over 100 people deep.
Yeah, they be in there in crisis mode.
Who the police?
Y'all need help with any type of problem that y'all have.
Somebody in the chat wants to know when the bomb dogs will come back.
Hold on, Savage. And y'all,
I'll tell that private.
Hold on, let me be. Any type of problem that y'all have, listen here. Tonight, I'm doing a special just for y'all pony. Because usually I do it Sunday in the morning. But tonight is a special for the pony. Hit us up. We let you come in the room.
If y'all want to know what he did special for the ponies, y'all go holler and rock out with the homie Flip. And Bone, Savage Carter was in there. Oh yeah, they was turning up, huh? Dr. Livewire. Let me see. Go back to history. Let's see if we got anything up in here that we want to jack for topics for right quick before because we don't want to get arrested for loitering. Yeah, I'm not a criminal. Oh yeah. That what's the name of that shit? That what's the name of that shit? That Squid Games. That I was watching that, but I don't know if y'all want me to do a review on that. If you're interested, let me know and I'll review that Squid Games. But if not, I'm gonna let that go because they got another off the wall South-ish type thing going on that I seen on Netflix. I might see about that one too, but it's that in that same category, same boat. Yeah, forget about it. That used to be my show. Oh yeah, I had did a video, but I'll talk about that a little bit too. That Spider-Man and the Doctor Strange lawsuit, right? The thing about that was people was thinking, is this going to affect the MCU? I did an in-depth video, not really in-depth, but in-depth enough to say, no, this is not going to affect the MCU. This is something that goes on behind the scenes. The only reason why I think that is going on in front of everybody's eyes is because of the whole thing with Scarlett Johansson, right? And the dude that played on Shang-Chi, the dude that used to play in Kim Convenience Store, right? And something he had made about China and that whole situation. So it's a lot of I forgot what's the name of that show that people watch. They run around and be talking about people business, the gossip show, TGI or whatever it's called. I ain't never watched it, but anyway, y'all know what I'm trying to that show I'm trying to say. If you know the name of that, put it down there. But they just trying to do that and put it in the spotlight because they know if you put it in the spotlight right now with all this bad publicity, they probably can get more money, right? That's the only thing I'm seeing, and they just is a cash grab, it's a money thing, it's gonna happen. Disney gonna be fine, but the big question about that is, okay, Spider-Man might be a Disney character, but this is more of a Sony problem. Doctor Strange is a Disney problem. Now, I'm thinking about doing a video about the implications of what's going to happen with this lawsuit with Spider-Man being a Sony property, and they might not be able to handle $1 billion lawsuit compared to Disney and Marvel having the rights to Doctor Strange, and what can and from my opinion, what can happen in between these characters and what's going to happen if this goes through with Sony. The movie's still going to come out. I think everything that we have that's in place is still going to be in place. Now, we could talk about further down the line and what we think going to happen further down the line. If y'all like to, we can set aside, put another video for that. But with that being said, Sony is Japan and China is banning anything that they see. Well, I don't know how y'all want to take this, but me personally, I don't think that's one of those scenarios where, how do I stop the share? I don't think that's one of those scenarios where it's 100% in good intentions, unless the only intentions that's good is for themselves, right? So if they're looking out for themselves, we need to be more mindful of why why China is putting restrictions on the Chinese and China on games and social media. We need to have red flags, especially for the fact that China is the creator of Ouyang, aka TikTok. Now, if you're a person like me, you will realize instantly that when you supply somebody something that you're not willing to take or do yourself, 9 times out of 10, it's something the other person should not be doing. Like, I've seen people make bad decisions. You have to figure out which one is yours. Because would this be a Blade one in 2024 in this near future? Will we go back to the BC Stone Age and people? I forget, it was another movie about in the future where people were smarter but dumber, and then they had wrestlers. I'm gonna go back, and that movie is kind of playing out to be in real life, because I noticed kids are is smarter, but at the same time they're dumber because they have all this technology, and maybe you need a balance. You know, street smarts and book smarts. Now you got the triple one. You know, you got these gaming streets and these internet bullies. That's a whole different dimension where we can go traveling into that one of these good old days. Where this was my first time back in a while on Up with a Cup in the Morning with Chuck. Appreciate y'all for rocking with me. We're gonna start getting an hour in, or around an hour in, or roundabout, then do some jacking for topics, you know. And y'all need to keep your eye on China. And if y'all don't know, it's not. I'm a part of the game. So is this contradictory of myself? I don't know. I wonder what Andrew Yang think about this here. Maybe we could sit down and talk now, since he ain't running for president. And everybody know that I was a part of I am a part of the Yang game. and hopefully we can get some Yang 2024 up in here. UBI up. Well, I'm out of here. Peace. Hey, if y'all need any information, holler at your boy. I don't mind. I ain't VIP. I'm right here with everybody. And this is how we end the stream. That way y'all don't